What's good? What's good? Five Sports Talk in the building. Let me see if I can get situated here. What's good? What's good? Damn. Can I clean this damn screen right now? Oh, give me a second. That's better. Had to fix the screen a little bit. Thank y'all for checking in, man. Sorry I was a little delayed. Was driving, so try to rush back and get to the draft, and now I'm watching it on TV. I got, of course, Twitter ready here on my phone. So gonna be exciting to see for the draft. Right, so the first three picks are already set. I need you guys to obviously ask any questions. I'm just gonna be giving my live reaction to obviously the picks, even though we know the first three picks, okay, and potentially a fourth pick. And I just posted my mock draft on Twitter, so let me go through that. If, by the way, if you guys are not following me on Twitter, what are you doing, man? Go ahead and follow me on Twitter, okay? ZJ Producer was good. Rel D Rose 28 was good, bro. Alejandro, go Bears. Hell yeah, baby. We can't wait for Bear season. You already know the videos are going to be coming. Don't you worry about that. But real quick, let me go through my mock draft because I just posted one. So the first 8 picks, okay? It's not the full 30. It's the first 8 picks, and the first 3 are pretty much announced already. So it's going to be, of course, Zion, number 1 to the Pelicans. Number 2, the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 2, Memphis Grizzlies are going to take Ja Morant. Number 3, the Knicks will take R.J. Barrett. So we know that. And I agree with all 3 of those picks. They make complete sense. Zion, he's the franchise changer. Ja Morant, the Grizzlies just traded Mike Conley. By the way, posted a video on that. Go ahead and check that out. So obviously, Ja Morant is the successor to Conley. R.J. Barrett, the Knicks just need talent at this point. So he is obviously a good pick. At 4, this is where the draft really starts, and this is why I want to also talk about the trades, because the Pelicans traded out of the number 4 slot with the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so the Atlanta Hawks are now drafting number 4, okay? And as for Bulls fans, this is very important. Why? Because let me get to it, okay? With the Hawks at number 4, we know they are most likely not drafting a point guard. That's important. Why? Because that means that's another team that's not taking a point guard and potentially leaving one for the Bulls at 7. So all indications are right now that at number 4, the Hawks are probably going to take DeAndre Hunter. Because, like I said, they have Trae Young at point guard. They don't need another point guard. So I hope those reports are right. They take DeAndre Hunter. And that number 5, the Cleveland Cavaliers also don't need a point guard, okay? They've got who am I missing here? Colin Sexton, who they drafted last year. He's their starting point guard. And so I don't believe they're going to draft another point guard this year after just drafting Colin Sexton last year. So they, to me, I don't believe will take a point guard. And if that's the case, I think they'll take Jarrett Culver. And then number 6, Minnesota traded into the number 6 spot. They traded with the Phoenix Suns. I have no idea what the hell the Phoenix Suns are doing. They traded away TJ Warren for nothing. Okay, literally, they traded TJ Warren and the 32nd pick as a salary cap dump. Okay, and then they trade the number 6 pick to the Minnesota Timberwolves for the 11th pick and Dario Saric. Okay, again, to me, I wouldn't have done it. The Suns need a point guard bad, and there's a couple good ones in this draft. Maybe they're making a huge run at D'Angelo Russell. That could potentially be it. But to me, it's mind-boggling, man. Trust me, man. Suns fans, if you guys are watching this, I would be disgusted right now from Suns. Anyways, okay, so the Wolves traded with the Suns. So they would have the 6th pick now. And this is where I think the Wolves are going to take Darius Garland, which leaves, obviously, the Bulls at number 7. And I believe the Bulls will take Kobe. So short answer to my long answer now is I believe the Bulls will end up with Kobe White. Okay, I think there's a very, very good chance we get either Darius Garland or Kobe White. My preference, my personal preference, I think Darius Garland's better. It's not that much of a difference. It's a slight, change for me. But I do think that Darius Garland is the better player, and if I had my choice, I would pick him over Kobe White. But I'm fine with either. It's not like night and day in terms of the differences between them. But that's why I have the Bulls taken, and then at number 8, I have the Pelicans who traded to the number 8th pick, taking Cam Reddish, Zion's teammate from Duke, who will rejoin Zion in New Orleans. Okay, so overall, that's my mock draft right now. Again, if you guys want to see it, I don't know if you can see it on the damn screen. Probably can't. Oh, jeez. Wow, you really can. Just go on Twitter. I posted it on Twitter. Okay, so real quick, they're just interviewing right now RJ Barrett and Ja Morant. Look, first 3 picks are set, folks. So let me just talk right now about these damn trades, okay? Because we all know who the first 3 picks are. Really, we're waiting until the number 4 pick. My live reaction for when the Bulls pick. Please stick around and ask questions. But while you guys ask questions, I just want to talk about the trades that happen, okay? So let's go through these trades that just happened right now, because Woj tweeted something, tweeted a bunch of trades, and so did Shams. And I want to talk about it, okay? So the Phoenix Suns, okay? The Phoenix Suns, for the life of me, I don't understand what their plan is, because you trade out of the number 6 spot when you need a point guard, okay? And number 6, I was projecting them to either get a chance at Darius Garland or Kobe White. And they trade out of the number 6 spot to the number 11th, where, again, to me, there's 3 good point guards in this draft: Ja Morant, Darius Garland, and Kobe White. And at that point, they're not going to be able to have either of them. And they trade that, and they get Dario Saric back, okay? They traded away TJ Warren. Now, part of me, if I really want to, put my thinking cap on, the only thing that makes sense in my head is that they are planning on basically extending Kelly Oubre. And Kelly Oubre is their, small forward of the future. And so they feel like having him and, TJ Warren on the roster is repetitive. But that's the only thing I can think of. Because other than that, it makes no sense to me at all. So, again, for the Suns, just giving up on TJ Warren, who's a good young player, by the way, for salary cap space, and then trading out of the number 6 spot for Dario Saric and the number 11 pick, I am not a big fan of that. So first things first, I don't like that trade. As far as the Timberwolves side of things, I like it a lot better for them than the Suns. But for the Timberwolves, do they take a point guard here? They've got Jeff Teague. Derrick Rose is a free agent, so he probably won't be back. But let's see what happens, okay? And then real quick, the other trade I want to talk about is the Pelicans and the Hawks trade. And I'll get to the Bulls real quick for you guys asking the Bulls questions, so please stick around. But real quick, let me talk about the trade between the Pelicans and the Hawks. So massive trade where the Hawks basically had 3 draft picks, and I can pull it up real quick, the exact ones, but what was it? The New Orleans number 4 pick in draft. So the Pelicans traded the number 4 pick to the Atlanta Hawks for the number 8th pick, the number 17th pick, the number 35 pick. And the Pelicans are forcing the Hawks to take on Solomon Hill's contract, which is awful for obviously the Hawks. His contract is bad. The number 57th pick and a future 2nd round pick, okay? And I believe the Pelicans are also getting the Cavs a future 1st round pick, okay? So David Griffin, since becoming the GM of the Pelicans, gets for Anthony Davis, you literally get Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, like 3 first-round draft picks. Additionally to this, 3 more picks, okay? So he's done a fantastic job. And here's the thing with the Pelicans. I really thought they were going to take, DeAndre Hunter or Jared Culver at number 4 because, again, Darius Garland, they have Lonzo Ball, and I think they like him. So I don't know why would they want to draft somebody else? But again, to me, this means that, again, they've got 3 picks. They could either do one of 2 things. One, they either take 3 rookies, which, again, that's a lot of rookies to take on, and the Pelicans roster is young already, or they package those picks for a veteran player. So either or, they do it. I personally would have kept the number 4 pick if I was the Pelicans, but I don't blame them. Okay, so just wanted to talk about that real quick. And as far as the Atlanta Hawks, I mean, I don't blame the Atlanta Hawks either. 3 first-round picks is a lot, and they probably had a guy that they were targeting, and now they can definitely get him. And I think it's DeAndre Hunter. That's my choice. So real quick, let's talk about the Bulls. So you guys have questions, right? So go ahead and obviously ask me the questions here. I'll be happy if the Bulls draft Reddish or Kobe White. Absolutely. Here's the Bulls' strategy, okay? Draft whoever the Timberwolves don't. Okay, so the Timberwolves most likely will take Darius Garland or Kobe White. And if they're both gone, then draft Cam Reddish. That's it. Okay? Can the Bulls not screw that up, please? Scarpacks. Again, if you guys are listening, this is what you do. If Darius Garland or Kobe White, whoever the Timberwolves don't pick that guy. And if they're both gone by the time you have the 7th pick, you already know, baby. Shot-town, represent. We need Garland 5s. Totally agree, bro. Totally agree. How do the recent trades affect the Bulls? I told you the fact that you had the Hawks trade into the number 4 pick means they're not going to draft a point guard. That's another point guard that will be available for the Bulls. And then at number 6 with Minnesota, they could potentially take a point guard, but they couldn't. They could skip on a point guard too. So I think these trades help the Bulls land their guy. Trade alert: Bulls trade Garpax and cash considerations for Griffin. Man, listen, if we had David Griffin as our executive right now, man, I would be feeling a lot better as a Bulls fan. He is a hell of an executive. We need Kobe White. If the good point guards are gone, draft Reddish. Agree with you. Absolutely. Totally agree. The Pelicans might trade for Bradley Beal and trade those picks. Yeah, Levante, I don't disagree with that at all. There's only 2 routes for the Pelicans. They either trade all those picks for a veteran player or they keep them, but I don't think they will. I think they will trade for a veteran player. And I think as the draft goes on, and again, they're still going on right now, I think they will be more trades. There'll be way, way more trades as we move forward. So let's see what happens. But that's as far as the trades that have happened. I'm just going to see if I missed anything here. So I got the TJ Warren trade. I talked about that. I talked about the Pelicans trade with the Hawks. There was a rumor that the Cavs are trying to trade out of the number 5 spot. Again, Cleveland should not take a point guard logically because they drafted Colin Sexton last year. But if they do, would you really be that surprised? I mean, it is Cleveland. But this makes sense for why they're trading out of the number 5 spot. And here's my plan for the Bulls, okay? Real quick, guys. Listen up. Here is my plan for the Bulls is I want to draft a point guard right now, and then I want a veteran point guard in free agency. I told you guys who I liked, whether that was Patrick Beverley, whether that's Derrick Rose, whether, it's Malcolm Brogdon, though he's not a veteran point guard like the other guys. That's what I want. Okay, I want both. I think we can have a guy that we draft and develop, and I think we can also have it where we get a veteran point guard. We have a lot of money to spend in free agency, almost $20 million in cap space. Okay, we can have both. Okay, so like I said, let's just hope we get the draft right. That's all I can pray for right now. So again, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and obviously put them in the chat. But right now, I'm watching the draft, and they are introducing the lottery picks. So showing off their suits and stuff. So should be starting anytime soon. But again, we know the first 3 picks, so there's really nothing to discuss here. And I'll probably come on. I'll definitely make a video after the Bulls make their selection. So you don't have to worry about that. Video will come out for that. But I'm very curious to see obviously what happens here. Man, some of these suits, I mean, my God, that these guys are playing. I mean, some of them look real fly. Like some of them are dope, but some of them are just, man. How about that suit on Bolt? Yeah, man. Yo, what's he got going on there with like the Avengers thing? I don't know. That's a weird suit. The only thing I would say about the 7th pick fives is I would not blame the Bulls. Trade that pick for 14, 20, 22. I would not be mad. You got to acquire some asset. Listen, here's my problem with that. I agree that it's always good to get assets, but if there's a guy that you want, and this is something that the Bears started doing with Ryan Pace, and I really like it, is if there's a guy you want, you go up and get him. So here's my thing. If the Bulls aren't sold on any of the point guards in this draft, and that's why they trade out of, the 7 spot, sure, so be it. But I believe they're sold on one of these guys. I believe they're sold on a Darius Garland, on a Kobe White, you know, or so I think that is why if you have your guy, you go and get him. So to me, that's what I would do. Okay, I would like Brogdon or Rozier, and I heard we offered Brogdon 4 years, 80+ million. Don't know if it's true. I have not heard that, Jeremy. Let's see, but I have not heard that at all. My God, the suit on Cam Reddish. I don't know if you guys just saw that. He just walked on the screen. That is a fly suit. I don't know if a lot of people could rock that. He's got like some cheetah print going. Interesting. They're still going with the introductions right now. By the way, so I'm waiting for the damn draft to start, but they're still going by that. But yeah, I haven't heard about the Malcolm Brogdon news. No, I have not heard about that. If I missed that, I would be very mad because I usually try to stay on top of things. But Malcolm Brogdon, 4 years, 80 million, man, it'd be a nice payday for him. But I would love him on the Bulls, and yeah, you would have to overpay for him. Here comes Kobe White, man. That haircut is something. If there's one thing I don't like about Kobe White, it's his damn hair. He's got an afro, Remember when Alfred Payton had his hairstyle for a while? And then he finally, cut it, and people are like, oh, you could finally, see the damn floor. Kobe White's got literally an afro. It's like this big, okay? Can't even see my hand. It's out of the screen. That's how tall his hair is. I wish he would cut it. At this point, I don't see the Bulls trading their pick. I agree, Juan. I think they're drafting at number 7, and I'm telling you right now, I would bet a large amount of money that it's either Darius Garland or Kobe White. A very, very large amount of money. My gut tells me it's Kobe White because I think Darius Garland will get drafted before the Bulls. Garland said he was going to wear a cream suit when he was on First Take today. Yeah, okay, interesting. I see that. I didn't catch First Take this morning, but his suit looks fly. I think my friends were texting me about that. You saw it on the Bulls News app. Was that the Bleacher Report one? Because I usually get all the Bulls news on my phone. I don't know if I'm subscribed to that. It might have been a rumor, bro, because right now free agency hasn't even started yet, so I don't know they say that because you can make offers right now. You can't even talk right now because I don't think free agency is even started. It starts June 30th. So I don't know how that would be possible. Who would you consider the Kawhi Leonard of this draft? I'm going to be honest with this draft. I don't like it too much outside of, a few players. So to me, I actually don't think there's a Kawhi Leonard in this draft. Certainly not Kawhi Leonard level, like 2-time finals MVP, 2-time defensive player of the year type of talent like that late. But there's some guys that, are outside of the top 3 that I really like, I do think Cam Reddish will be good. I think Darius Garland's going to be very good. I mean, it's funny when you say this. I think Bol could be decent. I think so. I think he'll be decent. I don't think he'll be like, a perennial all-star, but I think he'll be a solid starter. I think he'll be better than his dad, But I don't think this draft is very deep, Juan, outside of the first couple players. Reddish then moved the pick. Edwards from Purdue. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't want Cam Reddish unless both Darius Garland and Kobe White are drafted. The only way we're taking Cam Reddish is if both Kobe White and Darius Garland are drafted, okay? So that's it. It's your boy Kayvon. Hey, I love you, Reddish. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. Look, guys, I have a lot of content coming out soon. I'm gonna say this. After this, obviously the draft, I will do videos on the Bulls pick and whatnot. But tell me if you guys have like specific topics you guys like when I talk about. I mean, I usually try to keep it pretty much trending news with what's going on really. So like with the draft now, and then I did free agency and stuff. But if you guys want me to do like um, like right now, there's not a lot to talk about with the Bears and stuff, but I could come up with topics and shit. Let me know, or and I try to talk about a lot of other teams besides the Bulls and the Bears because obviously it's just those two teams. But I follow all of them, so I know about all of them. But I try to do that. But it feels like you guys just want the Chicago content, which I don't blame you guys. I can keep that going, obviously. But let's see. You can say DeAndre Hunter can approximate what Kawhi can do in 5 years. I like DeAndre Hunter. I don't think he can be Kawhi Leonard. I don't think so. Uh, I think Kawhi Leonard's a once in a lifetime. You have to appreciate Kawhi Leonard, Levante. Like, listen, man, Kawhi Leonard, he's arguably the best player in the NBA right now, and I'm the biggest LeBron James fan you can find. Kawhi Leonard is an easily, obviously, a future Hall of Famer, but Kawhi Leonard, man, like, no, I can't, I don't see anybody in that close. I'm talking about outside of Zion Barrett and John Moran, outside of the first couple picks. Nah, not that late. With Kawhi went 15th? Yeah, he got traded from the Pacers to the Spurs. Wow, biggest mistake of the Pacers entire franchise. Don't change anything. You're doing it, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, like I said, I do have news. I'm gonna have a new setup for how I shoot my videos, so expect that to change. Okay, there's gonna be like some changes coming up. But I want to tell you guys, man, if you guys are not following me on social media, I don't know what the hell you guys are doing because um, I tweet a lot, and if you guys have questions and stuff, and I don't respond to you guys on YouTube, please just tweet me and follow me on Twitter. Okay, so just letting you guys know, follow me on there, or my Instagram too. Both, just follow on both. Okay. So Adam Silver has officially come to the podium. Let me turn up the volume. And he is obviously talking about the Raptors winning the championship, so it looks like it's starting anytime soon. Greek Freak was also 15th. He was. That's crazy. I love Kawhi because of his story and character. Yeah, I love Kawhi, man. Kawhi's great. He's fantastic. Arguably the best player in the NBA right now. And he's funny. So funny. Come on, Adam Silver. Let's get on with it. We all know, man, it's Zion. I wish we could just fast forward to the 4th pick. Like, honestly. And if these teams, I swear to you, if these teams take up the entire whatever 5 minutes, 10 minutes they get, I'm going to be so pissed off because we've been knowing for like weeks and months now who these teams are drafting. So Pelicans, Knicks, Grizzlies, talking to you guys. Don't take up the entire time. Okay? Please. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes. Let's see. You know what? Let's see how long they'll take. Here's my prediction. 1 minute. I think in 1 minute, Adam Silver comes back out. It should be literally like right now. It should be literally 10 seconds, 5 seconds. But my prediction is a minute. So let's see. Okay, the clock has started now for the Pelicans. And let's see what happens. But my prediction is 1 minute. I like Zion's suit, man. Nice cream-colored suit. Looks pretty fly. Man, I'm still so pissed about the Pelicans winning the number 1 pick. You just had Anthony Davis. You couldn't build around him. And now, like, the basketball gods are like, oh, you had one once in a generation type player. Why don't you have another one? Just here you go. Like, really? Why couldn't the Knicks get Zion? Why couldn't the Bulls get Zion? Like, teams like us who haven't had one in a while. I know we had D Rose, but we all know how that the story. I actually would have been very happy if the Knicks got Zion. Very happy. Not because it's the Knicks and I want Zion to go to a big market, but it's because, it's always nice when teams that haven't had that star get it. Pelicans just had AD. What the heck did you do to deserve Zion? Like, so lucky, bro. David Griffin and, oh my God. The Pelicans fans better be like making prayers every night, thanking the basketball gods for helping them land Zion, because honestly, like, they don't deserve Zion Williamson at all, at all. I'm so mad about that. I said it the day the lottery was announced that I thought Zion should have pulled an Eli Manning. I thought he should have literally said, "I'm not playing for you guys. I'm not playing for the Pelicans. Trade out of the pick. Just do it." Because that if he would have done that, there was so many teams that would have traded with the Pelicans, bro. Honestly, nothing against the Pelicans franchise, but you guys screwed up and didn't build around AD properly, and now you trade AD and now you get to have Zion. It's so unfair to me. It's so unfair. We had Jordan and Rose. Our dream is over. Yeah. Imagine Zion on the Bulls. Maybe we would actually get talked about. Somebody left a comment the other day on my channel talking about, man, I love your channel because Undisputed and First Take and all these other shows never talk about the Bulls, and you do, and you give the Bulls coverage that they need. Listen, obviously, my channel is nothing compared to them. I appreciate it a lot, but it's so crazy how true that is, because you would think Chicago, a large market, would be able to be talked about more than they are, and they barely get talked about. Like, honestly, they never. It's always the Lakers, it's always the Knicks, it's always Cowboys, it's always the LA teams. It's never the Bulls. So I noticed that too. I absolutely did. All of that is for LeBron and Lakers creating a super team with Davis. Yeah, I mean, I talked about the fact that I think the Lakers should spend the rest of their cap space on spreading out and getting a balanced roster instead of a third star. I think that's the way to go. I think especially for this next year with the Golden State compromise, I don't think they need to do that. So I'm officially wrong right now. It's been more than a minute, and the Pelicans still haven't made the pick. This is ridiculous. I don't know what the heck they're doing. This is just a formality at this point. I'm so irritated. Like, come on. Are you kidding me? Unless the pick is in, and they're literally just killing time, by the way. So, again, this is what's going to happen. They're literally going to take the time, and we all know what the picks are. This is so annoying. But yeah, like I was saying, I think the Lakers should absolutely build a balanced roster rather than spend the max on a third star, unless the third star is like Kawhi or Kemba or Kyrie. Showing Zion highlights, man. Are you kidding me? Like, Pelicans, this is why you don't deserve Zion. How are you disrespecting Zion like this? Like, you're literally taking minutes, 3-4 minutes at a time, and not taking Zion. Are you kidding me? Number one pick, Bol. Pick is definitely in. I agree. I think it's in. Interesting comparison. So Chauncey Billups just compared Zion Williamson's game to Julius Randle. He's going to be better than Julius Randle. Explosiveness, Blake Griffin. I agree with that. Body type, Charles Barkley. I agree with that. And finally, pick is in. I better be live here. Is this live? Yep, this is live. Let's go. Let's go. Number one pick, Zion. Here comes Adam Silver to the podium. With the first. Surprise. Oh my God, they drafted Zion. I heard this pick was such a lock that Vegas wouldn't even let you bet on it. Like, they literally took that prop off the bet. Like, the fact that, you can bet on Zion being the number one pick because it was that much of a lock. Like, seriously, that's crazy to me. But yeah, man, Zion, I think he's going to be an absolute superstar. It's funny. I haven't even talked about Zion as much as the other lower picks, That's because I believe in him so much. I think he's going to be an absolute stud. I think the Pelicans just got their franchise player. I mean, this guy is going to be so good, folks. Think about this. I'm gonna give you a peak Zion stat line. Okay, this is Zion in his prime. Okay, and this is probably in a typical game. 32 points, like 17 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 steals, on like 54% shooting. Yeah, that is basically what the Pelicans are getting. Zion Williamson, okay? That's crazy to me. So Pelicans really don't deserve this man, honestly. This is so annoying. But what can you do? What can you do? He looks like he's about to cry. That's crazy. Levante Zion's gonna be a star, and then he's gonna leave and come to Bulls. Man, would I love that? That's crazy. Where is he from? I think he's from Carolina, right? Yeah. Heck, even the people that are from Chicago don't even want to come here. Anthony Davis. So let's do this, all right? Because I feel like these teams are gonna take forever. I will just post my video and my reaction once the Bulls make their selection. But do this for me. Can you guys please do this for me? Go ahead and follow me on Twitter right now. So go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will be posting the video of my reaction to whoever the Bulls take, and then obviously the rest of the draft. And then I will talk to you guys after. So appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining me.